Start the recording again.
In medical training, and Walrus will appear.
Oh, right. These guys still use old TFAR. There we go. Forgot about that. Homeworld tutorial for this one. And there we go. Okay. Just to verify, Zeus is working. Cool. Everything's set up. Also cool.
Right, I just want to be...
End key all of that. Everything seems to be working. Cool, cool, cool.
Hey, where the fuck are you?
Why did you ungarrison? That's fine. They might have something weird that disables Thingamajig, so I'm gonna just re-garrison everything. And we'll go ahead with the brief soon. Cool. So, these guys have, they don't use swap for their Star Wars stuff. So I have to get creative because they have, like, Mass Effect. So for this one, I wanted, like, orange jumpsuits, but, you know, I wanted something prison-y. But it was hard to find something that was like that. So, in Mass Effect, there's this one, I think it was a Turian thing? But I have a lore reason for it, and I will use it, but... It's supposed to be a prison suit that makes it really hard for you to, like, maneuver. So you got, like, this thing, like, in an egg suit, your feet are kind of raised like that. And there's some other stuff, like electronics that are tied to it, but those all got disabled, yada-da, you know? Oh, I'm gonna be honest with you, swap is king when it comes to alien models, baby. For building things for lore and whatnot, swap is king. Yeah, I'm at least happy, because I was able to put a frickin' alien model in here from frickin' whatchamacallit. But I am so sick of doing Star Wars stuff and not having aliens, it's annoying.
What's up, Liru? Been a hot minute.
Yeah, it's been a hot second. I'm off my break here, and we're got a cool campaign for you guys prepped, so.
Hey, the guys are excited. Just off day for them, so there's a little bit less here.
Oh, that's fine.
You know, coming into the final semester of the school year.
Yeah.
Fucking wonky.
I get you.
Dude, I'm glad that to hear that you're doing well, man.
Yeah, righto. Likewise, man.
Honestly.
But otherwise, let me know when you're ready for the op. I can give you the brief. We can start right away.
Okay, awesome.
So originally, I wanted to do like a hybridization of Empire at War thing.
60 is
the LR. Let me set that up. Thank you.
No problem.
This is contractor requesting radio check on 60 over.
This is Olympus. I read you 5x5. How many hour?
Roger, out. But I decided, like, the amount of prep work that would have had to go with that instead of me just doing my standard, you know, random cool campaign with, you know, bullshittery in the middle is a bit easier for me. So instead, I just decided to go with that one instead. So I literally whipped up a storyline this morning while I was thinking about the TIOW stuff. And I think this one will be pretty cool. So if we want an alien, we just need to put a model of Barb in game? Jeez, that's pretty savage of you, sir. Yeah, I don't like how some of them are in that fall forward animation, but I guess it can't be helped. I wanted to end key them, but I think they started shooting each other before anything actually happened, so that's a-okay. All right, so here's the plot of this mission. This is to kick off a campaign. I'm not going to go fully into how the campaign's going to work, but this is...
Once we're done playing ass tag.
Yeah, A-firm. Take your time. I'll give them the brief and then I'll explain it, actually. I don't think they'll need vehicles. Yeah, there's not going to be any vehicles for any hostage, any stuff like that. These guys, though, I might build some random garrison work of. Let me go to yelling. But yeah, no, I've done a lot of prepping for this map.
Alright, we're ready.
Alright, well, I hope you all can hear me, because I'm a hologram, and I can't really leave the table, so... Sorry for the rain, it happens on this planet, but welcome to San Capulio. These blue guys next to me are some of the local defense force, and if you open your maps, they have quite a few bases around their main capital area, which is a giant island, which is about roughly 20 by 20 kilometers. There's forced military conscription when you reach 18 in order to be a citizen, so that's why they have all the manpower to maintain this. But while I was discussing some other matters with them, something else came up. So if you open your maps and look close by, we're currently at grid ref 016017, as evident by the little green HQ marker in the sea of blue. But there was some sort of prison riot that happened, and at least a few dozen, if not up to 100, potentially 254 inmates got loose. We have no intel on what happened, we have no idea what's going on, but the facilities around have tried to make a designated area around where the prisoners were able to escape and are currently holding the line. However, they lack sufficient manpower at this time to actually send a team in to figure out what happened at the prison. Hence why I've offered your services. So your primary job is to head to the prison, maintain control of it, and figure out what happened. And then, along the way, your secondary job is to deal with any of the inmates. At this point, they're all believed to be armed, so they're kill on sight. However, they have also gone out and grabbed a few civilians to try to negotiate their release. So there's a massive hostage rescue issue going underway for various different groups. And the OP4 symbols represent sightings by Blue 4 groups of where they've been. However, it does not represent where all potential enemy positions have been, and the enemy might not be there anymore. But otherwise, this is the general play area here, this giant red oval. So, again, to restate objective, primary objective, go to the prison, figure out what happened. Secondary objective, deal with any hostage situations that you may come across. Anyone with a gun that isn't in a blue uniform like these guys is shoot on sight. And once you get the civilians, you don't have to escort them anywhere. I'm sure they'll be able to run off on their own. Out of the AO. Any questions?
What's transportation look like?
You all came in the lat. I don't have any local Vics for you.
Okay, I was gonna say that we don't have a pilot today.
Okay. Guess you're gonna have to walk.
All right, no problem.
if you want, like, I can, if you know how to drive a certain Vic and you tell me what it is, I can ask and they could probably bring one over for Lend-Lease or something. Yes, that's Walrus. Just let me know and I'll call it up, but...
Alright, let me talk to the guys and,
Alright.
go.
Just come up to the table and let me know. I'll, open comms with them.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright, so if they're gonna walk, that means this position probably will need a few guys. I'll put a few dudes in all of the towers and whatnot. There's a lot more local kits I wanted to make, but for now, we're just sticking to what I have for the mission, because it's gonna require another, like, 3 hours of building. But yeah, no, this is Walrus and Moon's group. Originally from the 501st in Ark, they branched off and decided to make a Mandalorian group, and I have been doing some Zeus work for them every now and then. Because we all know each other from the 501st from way back when in early 2018. Why did you die? Why are you dead? What happened to you? Ah, whatever. Weird things happen to my mission files when I give them to Star Sims. It just happens. Alright, let's see. And then a squad of these guys would be you leading. Where's the UGL guy? He is here as... because he also has a Hunt IR system. At least that's what I gave him. And then we can have one machine gun and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... That would make a standard squad. In terms of garrison, we'll see where they decide to go. If they follow the road, yeah, I'll probably have to fortify that area. Oh, it's an MGB building. So the armor for these guys is actually Senate Commando armor combined with a Mass Effect helmet. And the various markings of some of the armor is actually to represent ranking of these guys. So him I actually meant to do another type of armor on there, but I guess I missed it. But at least the commander elements I got. Yeah, so that armor is supposed to be on the UGLs. But I think I overlooked that on accident. But it's basically, if you're a blank, it means you're a standard rifleman. If you got some side armor, that means you're a specialist. And then if you got the full setup, then you're, you know, commanding officer. And you also get this cool little interface thing instead of a helmet. I just thought it would be cooler to, you know, actually do something like that. Again, because they don't use swap, I have to think outside the box in how to get their stuff sorted, so I pick and choose from other mods that they have in their mod set. We go from there. But it's a good exercise in creativity. Whew.
That's just me.
How are you guys doing in chat, by the way? I don't even know what vehicles we have in this mod set. But it looks like they're just gonna walk. Yeah.
Right, we're heading out.
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna take vehicles on this one. We're
All right.
Go walk in it.
Yep. All right. If there's anything you need, let me know on 60, and I'll try to provide. Okay.
Okay. Awesome.
Cool. All good, chilling. Nice. That is how you do it. Now let me make a bad guy squad here. So, Olympus, this is contractor message over.
This is Olympus, send it.
Apologies, I forgot to mention this. The hostile forces, there was a prison jumpsuit that they all had to wear to try to restrict their movement. It's orange and gray, and they've got a bit of a bulging thing around their chest, and their legs are... It's only their toes that touch the ground, from what I've been told. It's supposed to try to limit their restrictions and movement, but there's a lot of electronics that are tied to it. One of the weird things about what's going on is those electronics got fried. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to be this mobile. So there's something else at work here, hence why we're sending you to investigate. Over.
Contractor, this is Olympus. Solid copy. Thanks for the intel. Out.
He's gonna be fun. So this is the mystery guy that they're going to run into, and he's the reason why half the prison is blown to hell. And we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, I want these guys actually patrolling the prison. The prison itself is going to be abandoned because everyone's trying to leave the prison. But I've got an interesting storyline. I just got to figure out what I want to do for every specific mission. Waiting for an SCP op? Might not get one for a while. I've got a lot of other stuff I got to get off my plate first before I take up another SCP thing. So that's on the border. Start getting some ambience going. Yeah, they brought MCC back. Ooh! So they're gonna explore those gunshots.
On the way.
Nice, Duster, nice. So if only they come close to him, then I'll do some audio stuff, but... Just a crackdown here. I will go ahead and send another squad that way, though. Yeah, Den, this is 3-6. I got about another 9 or so dead. We're gonna start moving back to position Charlie 2-1, over. Yeah, Roger. The guys you talked about just passed us. They're A-firm.
Understood. On the way.
Here, I want to try to put him in diamond formation to make him into like a mob or a tactical blob instead. instead of like an actual military formation. So anyway, the lore behind this mission, I kept meaning to get into it, is that guy that I showed you, the fancy-looking guy. This is supposed to be like holographic projection bullshit, but it's I want it to be like active camo instead. Hence why his helmet's like that. Couldn't find a chest armor for it though. But he used that to blow up parts of the base. And in some of these little shacks are actually weapon crates that were open and some medical crates. So through those weapons, everyone was able to start the riot here. And I'm going to try to point out and say, hey, you know, the local guys, they don't have their guns missing, which means they had enough guns to go in. So, you know, what gives on that, you know? So we'll get there when we get there. But that's, again, to start kind of the ominous plot of this mission. But while this prison break is going on, there's something else that's going on as well. And, you know, it'll just thicken the plot, and then, you know, big thing will happen, and then we'll see how things go. One of those civvies just got shot. Yeah, so our St. Nim was able to break up that group. That dude just firing willy-nilly with the shotgun. He's not gonna really hit anything, though. Like I said, planned a few things here. I'll have these guys run over.
Copy.
Have those guys go up on that corner. Alright, wasn't able to take him. Have this group run out, though. Well, yeah, it can be annoying if you get into an AI and get shot in, so that it happens, though. You know, you just gotta work with it. Of course. Sets Carol's hold fire, but they still won't run away. Okay, so it's because of where they are right here that they don't know how to run out, because it's confusing their pathfinding. They're not gonna run away. But yeah, I got a few groups of civvies that are around. And that group I'm gonna have run down. Yeah, I set up to, you know, 254. We're not gonna run into all of that, but... it is gonna be lore accurate that, you know, a good few dozen of them are going to escape, and that'll lead to other stuff. But the only weapons these guys have are shotguns. The exact list is a Republic shotgun, the DP-20 trench sweeper. They have a few West Stars, which only the squad leaders get. We have a few heavy repeaters, which only the machine gunners get. We have the ACPs and the ACAs, which are the Trandoshan guns from Republic Commando, which, you know, one's like a trench gun, the other one's like an SMG. And then we also have the E5 blaster, because, again, the weapon choice for these mods is very, very light. Wow. But yeah, in terms of the contracting campaign for these guys, you're probably never going to see it, because just their stuff's really OP, and there's no way I can balance it, you know? Again, we might see it come again for TSB in a few months to maybe half a year, but it's, also, I've noticed, like, what are their damage values right now? Because they said they'd do it server side. I'm just curious. Medical... Which settings get applied? Actually, they would be further up here. Yeah, so 5 and then 0.5. So that's why the AI dropping so quickly, because their health is debuffed. And then they're set to 5 times the health. So I'm gonna have to test with 0.5 some of the Mass Effect armors that are invisible. What that would entail, but they're probably gonna get dropped instantly as well, so. Yeah, other than spam OP bullshit. But I'm not gonna bother spam. I'm just gonna tell my story. They're gonna have their fun, and they're paying me in professional grade brisket, so I can have some really good food. How long the op? They just started, but I told them this will be like an hour-long op, maybe 90 minutes max. I will put that dude to Invincible, though, because he's like a frickin' shadow guy, so. God, I hate MCC so much. There's a few more perks I want to put on that guy, but can't arsenal him, so. Brisket burrito? No, 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 no. With the quality brisket they give me, man, that stuff you just eat on its own. It's good. Alright, so let's start doing body deletion here. And we can have one more group run over from up here, but... Those 2 civilians I can delete. I'm gonna set them to combat. Probably should have spawned the charge on that, but I wanted this to go down as a plot point. I'll put it up in the air so there's no way they could have seen it. We can tuck it away right there, but I'll wait for them to get away from it, and I'll dead it after they move past. You can hear them locally.
That radio tower just blew up.
Again, there's a reason. But I don't want to spoil anything for the overall plot, because I know they're also going to watch this video back, so I am very hush-hush about which details I share. Brisket burrito, no flour?
Okay, we gotta get out.
Sounds good.
Reaching. Drone player. Reaching.
Yeah, so obviously the prisoners aren't going to stay in the prison, but they'll come back to
All way clear.
shoot these people, because they're shooting all their inmate friends.
Going up to the second floor. Reaching. Contacts northwest.
Here, I am going to put satchels in the in these rooms. Because at this point, it's also destroying evidence. And I think I had one more room where I put boom booms in.
Yes, I just called that in.
It's in there.
May,
Alright, I'm gonna drag them over because I want to blow that tower up.
Things seem quiet from the northwest, but I'd worry about it.
Plot points.
Sectors didn't go off when we went past the last tower.
What gun is that? It's a Mass Effect gun. It's a 10-shot grenade launcher. It's very fun. The Sugma 6900.
Contractor Olympus.
Business contractor send message.
Contractor Olympus. We have entered into the prison.
Another mine.
Have started sweeping, taking out any of the
Fuel.
any of the prisoners that have retaliated. Still searching for any kind of intel, but it seems like there's been a big fight that happened here. There's a lot of the local police force dead. Over.
Olympus, this is contractor A firm. We are seeing smoke from the outlying bases. It appears to be from the prison. How badly knocked out is the prison? Over.
Contractor, this is Olympus. It seems pretty bad. There's a lot dead, and there seems to be some mines, etc., around the area, and some of the communications towers have been exploding around the center.
Olympus is contractor A firm, so they had explosives as well. Over.
It seems they've gotten access. Over.
A firm. From what the local Capulians have been getting, all the guys that they've been killing have only been having like a few mags per gun, but no explosives. Over.
Contact is Olympus. Solid copy. We don't know exactly if it was the prisoners that blew up the towers or what, but there was explosions as we walked by. Over.
Roger. Keep me in the loop. Out. I want to blow the rest of that tower up, but he's still in there. I don't want to kill him. Every few minutes, I'm going to blow one of these up, but again, it's for a plot point. Hey, Plats. Nim's also here, too. Cute. Plot points.
Just another 220.
Wounded some of them, didn't kill anyone, which is good. All right.
The front entrance seems clear.
What else can I get rid of? All right, let's do one more prison squad to also come up. And that should be, like, absolutely it. The heck was that gun? That probably gave him a heckin' scare there. Come on, quicker, Liru. That was a little 50-round handgun that was really, really fun to play with. So yeah, occasionally I'm going to jump a few of them and then quickly go back into cover.
$340.
Got to make sure I keep hiding him away, because he's supposed to have... I wanted to get a full body with his thingy, but that's A-okay. We can bullshit it as well. But now it's the stage where I can harass him with that one guy. Alright, those two would have fled. Those bodies can be deleted. Those bodies can be deleted. That civilian body can be deleted. And I can go ahead and close the gap with this group. Set them to invincible here, and then I can set this group to be like running into them and shit, so. Ooh, we can spook Walrus. Again, so this guy, he caused the prison riot with that explosive grenade launcher. And now he's harassing these guys to kind of keep them here.
Roger that. Copy that.
Jesus, Platts, what? Mandalorians with broad shorts. Yeah, but the whole point is, if they're alone, I jump them. But I gotta make sure there's a... Gotta make sure there's somewhere I can run to. To constantly remove him in and out of play.
Roger. On the way. Welcome.
Olympus, this is contractor. Message over.
This is Olympus in traffic.
Roger. Break. Local Capulians are asking me the status of the local garrison at the prison. You reported bodies of the local guards in there. Were their guns taken at all, or was their equipment in check? Over. Gonna nudge them in the right direction.
This is Olympus. It seems that their guns were taken. They still had their armor on them, but any kind of weapons were taken over.
Hey, friend. Well, the armor makes sense because that was, you know, it's a suit that's really difficult to take off. The electronics were busted, sure, but the weapons are concerning because if you were in a prison riot and you killed a prisoner guard and, I mean, wouldn't you need his weapon, right? Over?
Contractor, this is Olympus. Solid copy. We assume that's probably how the rest of the prisoners got their weapons, either through that or by taking out the local militia member.
Olympus is contractor. I bring it up because I'm speaking with some of the detectives who specialize this stuff with the local government. My point is, they didn't take the weapons from the guards, if what you're telling me is correct, meaning that they already had weapons. How they got it to the prison is a different mystery. Over. All those were blown up. Actually, no, one is still there, but they never went in and checked it. They said they took the weapon? Okay, well, in that tense, they could mean anything, so... They shouldn't have used the pronoun, they should have used the proper noun.
On that last one, it is very concerning. Over.
Roger out. I'm gonna wait like 10 minutes. I'm gonna have another firefight go off in the distance. But then I'm gonna ask him again about explosives. All part of the fun. So I'm gonna have the prisoners go check that out. Because the funny thing is, the prisoners knew about the guns. They don't know about that guy, though. Alright, I'm gonna say the smoke starts getting quelled here, because I don't need it for, I don't need it anymore.
Contracting with Olympus.
Olympus, this is contractor, send message.
Contractor, this is Olympus. We have one more individual that's going to be joining us a little bit late. Just wanted to let you know for the heads up there.
Roger, if he comes in, I'll teleport up to him and I'll make sure he's ready and I'll TP him up if this op finishes before he gets here over. Or after, excuse me.
Contractor, this is Olympus. No worries. Thanks. Out.
I tried to minimize my profile there. I think the that suit is actually protruding out and adding to my hitbox. Yeah, I gotta make that guy disappear quick when I do really close plays like that. Yeah, they they immediately responded with a shit ton of grenades there. That was at a 5-shot grenade launcher? Like, holy crap. Send in GOAT Team 6.
Contractor, this is Olympus.
Man, been a minute since I've seen a Star Wars
Olympus, this is contractor, send message.
Contractor, this is Olympus. It seems that we have reports of a hologram-like individual appearing on site when we show up to take out the enemy. Break. He comes, he does some large damage to the area, and then he disappears with the smoke over.
Olympus, this is contractor confirming hologram entity, large amount of damage, disappears with smoke. Over.
Contractor, this is Olympus. Solid copy. That's the reports that are being brought up to me. Sounds weird, but it's what we're hearing. Over.
Olympus, this is contractor. A firm, wait one. I will forward this with the detectives I am working with. Over. Hey, Andy's here too. Ross, thanks for the 24-month resub. That gets you a new badge. Nice. It has been a hot second, but we're going to start doing Star Wars Ops every Tuesday and every other Wednesday with 506 as well. But hope you keep enjoying the operations, man. Thank you for all your support. Hope you enjoyed the new badge. Hope you get a kick out of this scenario and you're staying safe on COVID. Yeah, TSB isn't for everyone, but Platts is still cool. Ha. I assume that's who they're talking about. Olympus, this is contractor. Message over.
This is Olympus, send it.
Interrogative, when you say heavy damage, what do you mean by that? Over.
He'll come up with what seems to be a heavy grenade launcher of sorts, or there'll be lots of explosions in the area. Then he'll throw his smokes and then disappear.
Hey, firm. Stand by. Over. They can keep moving around the AO, by the way, if they want to. They're just holding there. Olympus, this is contractor. Have you noticed any explosives, grenades, anything that can potentially destroy a building on the prisoners at this time? Over.
Contractor, this is Olympus. Negative on the prisoners, so when we were in the prison, we saw multiple C4 blocks on the ground that would detonate. Over.
Olympus, this is contractor. A firm. Do any prisoners have any way to detonate those blocks? Any devices of the sort? Over.
Contractor, this is Olympus. It seems that there's no.
Hey, when you're ready to go out there and...
Everything is set on a timer. Over.
Sorry, something on radio. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, cool. Do it the ace way. Olympus is contractor. A firm. Could potentially be a timer, but no firing devices found. Break. Local detectives have been working with the intel given by other squads that are in the field, and they haven't found anything of the sort. And a big negative on explosives too. Break. If you get any more sightings of this entity, as I'm going to describe him, please try to give us a better description on him. Over.
Contractor, this is Olympus. Solid copy. Out.
Olympus, this is contractor. I apologize. Break. Where exactly have you cleared at this time? I'm getting some conflicting reports by local forces. They just want to know what's clear so they can start moving troops in. Over.
Contractor, this is Olympus. I would suggest they move their forces to the south of the prison. Over.
Roger. Where have you cleared, though? Over.
Contractor, this is Olympus. We've made it through the prison, the westernmost last known contact, the northernmost last known contact, and the eastern known most contact.
A-firm, northernmost, easternmost, and westernmost. Over.
This is Olympus, solid copy. Basically the top 3 on the north side, over.
A-firm, can you give me a rough position of a grid ref that would dictate the new northern border of the boundary? Break. It's just so local forces can start diverting forces from where they're not needed anymore to try to tighten where the remaining prisoners might be in this large search area. Over.
Contractor, this is Olympus. I would say the northernmost quadrant for their search area would be at break. Zero 030, break. 022, over.
A-firm 030022. I will let the locals know, and we'll start trying to tighten the boundary. Over. It's way off.
Contract is Olympus. Correction on last. 031, break. 026, over.
A-firm 031026. I will pass that along. Break. In the meantime, local forces are going to start sweeping north at this time. Over.
So Olympus, solid copy on last. Out.
This is where the fun really begins. Oh, that's gonna be funny. I'm gonna call that in a minute.
Olympus 5 signing on long range.
This is Charlie, Olympus 5.
On the way. Copy. Copy that.
What's the box? Which box? If it's the thing I just detonated, that was just one of the weapon caches. I'm not sure if they ever found that or not. Just notice all these civs are out of their, like, where they're supposed to be, which is interesting.
Copy that. On the way.
Yeah, those ones are mostly in the same area. These ones also looks like they ran around a little bit. It's like the surrender initiated after they were allowed to run around for a few seconds.
Copy that. On the way. Roger that. Solid copy. Will do.
Olympus, this is contractor. Message over.
This is Olympus, send it.
Be advised, local forces, casualties have been really light, but they just lost contact with a squad. Last known position, 027032. They're sending more squads over to check it out, but they don't know what happened with it. Over.
This is Olympus. Solid copy on last. We'll go ahead and take a look at it. Over.
Roger, out. Yeah, so this guy's invincible, but... Wow, that did nothing. Okay. Thank God I still have the grenade launcher. So I gotta time this, because if they're close by, then that's gonna be heard.
On the way. On the way. On the way. Copy that.
Let me just make sure I'm hidden again.
Understood.
Dan, this is Fortitude Charlie. I've got another group of dead friendlies here, over.
Roger.
Roger, proceeding to sweep.
Solid copy. Copy that.
What the hell are these craters? Yeah, I'm gonna fuck with them. Ready? Fan out, do a sweep. Wanna know what happened? Wait, what's that? Wait, get to cover, get to cover! I go on yelling so they can hear me yelling too. Ah. The fun. Can you feel the scare yet, Mr. Krabs?
Walrus bearing direct west, thermal signatures.
Copy that.
Here, I'm gonna have them. They're just gonna get out of here at this point. Olympus, this is contractor message, over.
This is Olympus, over.
Be advised, local forces are stopping their sweep of the northern area and are pulling back to the original border break. They have lost 3 squads of men so far. No one's been able to get a radio call out, just been very quick drops, over.
Contractor, this is Olympus. Solid copy. We just saw a patrol go down. It seems that there's more of the C4 timed explosives in the area that managed to take out an entire squad of the planetary force, over.
Roger, I will pass that information along and see if we can get mine detector units on the squads here. They were not aware that something like this was going to happen. Break. Interrogative, you have your own mine detector sweeping equipment. Over.
Contract, this is Olympus. You're stepped on. Say again, over.
It's an interrogative. Do you have your own mine detecting equipment at this time? Over.
This is Olympus. Solid copy. We do, but they don't seem to be popping up until we're right on top of it. Over.
Roger. Proceed with absolute caution then. Over.
Solid copy, contractor. Olympus out.
Now to really mess with them. Just to let them know. Because it's literally just an invisible guy fucking with it. What? The... Zoom, zoom, zoom? What the fuck was that? Alright, they're to my west. So, again, I'm doing this because there's supposed to be a script that lets you actually, like, cloak people, but it was being very finicky. So instead we're doing things the manual way.
On the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna start wrapping it up, though. Olympus, this is Contractor. Message over.
This is Olympus. Send it.
Be advised, local forces are being equipped with mine detecting equipment. Break. They've also been having a few squads of prisoners come up without weapons, and they are surrendering to local forces. Break. Actually, disregard that last break. Over.
So Olympus, solid copy on last. Rick, do we know if there's a lot more of the prisoners that have escaped that are out there, or are their numbers dwindling? Over.
Olympus's Contractor, there were 254 total. It's hard to get an exact body count. So far, 37 have surrendered, and at least 100 have been accounted for that have died in firefights, which leaves still about 120. Over. I blocked this off, by the way.
Contractor, this is Olympus.
Oh.
Solid copy. We're still investigating.
Why is that not solid?
Blue entity that's been moving around. He just attacked us a few minutes ago. And we're still going to push north and see if we can.
That's supposed to be solid.
Sweep. Over.
What the fuck? Olympus, this is Contractor. A firm out. That is... I use these for tunnels all the time. So I don't know. I don't fucking know. That's pretty fucking hilarious. Like, I knew they would map cheat and think there's something in the tunnel, but I didn't want to do anything to the tunnel, so I'm like, I'll just block it off, you know? Easy, but yeah. Screw me, I guess. It's pretty funny. Oh, Falcon's by himself. Yeah, hide him first, and then you do your fancy smoke effects. But yeah, he moves quick.
Underway. Underway.
All right, let's wrap this up, because this will be a tell for the next stop. No. That's for this, which will be part of the next AO.
Contractor, this is Olympus. We just had a very large earthquake. Do we know anything about that ever?
Olympus, this is Contractor. We felt it here too. Local groups are reporting that... Stand by, over. Yeah, it's for this, but... No, it'd be fire support. Contractor, this is... Break, disregard. Olympus, this is Contractor. That was felt all over the island. We're trying to figure out what caused it, over.
Contractor, this is Olympus. Solid copy. One of my men has explained to me that if there is a nuke, right, and they didn't detonate it, they will be upset, over.
So I'm not... It's not an actual nuke, it's for effect, but... Olympus, this is Contractor. I want you to RTB at this time, over.
Olympus 5 copies.
Just the Death Star, right? Yeah. Oh, did I blow Falcon up with that grenade? Whoops. It was a blind panic shot. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have these guys try to run off into a different area. This is just to get them out of the garrison. Olympus, this is Contractor. Be advised, a massive explosion was reported on the southeastern quadrant of the continent's break. We are being retasked to help with the investigation there, over.
Contractor, this is Olympus. Solid copy. Are you wanting us to go back to base or to go and investigate it to the southeast, over?
Roger. Well, you're not going to be able to walk there. It's literally on the other side of the island. We are to RTB, and we will go and explore it. Over.
Contractor, this is Olympus. Solid copy. Out.
Panic charge him. I don't like the terrain right there, actually. Yeah, they're staying in the low ground instead. I can say I stared at them. Oop, little rubber band there. All right. That's just for fun. He's done his job, though, because... Fun fact, the prison was all just a diversion for something else. Do. Floor building is such a pain in the butt. Yeah, I want to do that before. All elements is contractor, all forces have left the border. We are index. Over. I'm just going to do a mass teleport back. Because there's only a few of them, so...
I'll think first. Thank you, Liru.
Yep. I was just waiting for... I had to wait for all of you to get out of the AO before I could do that, so... Hide the Zeus. No. Cool. Just so we can hear each other. Otherwise, that was the first mission. I don't know how many campaign missions I have planned for this one, but it's going to be a long one, so we'll see what happens. But that was all a diversion for something else, and you'll find out about that next week. Hope you had fun.
Yeah, no, we had a good time. Good time. You know, there's still a lot of unknowns, but you know that's always the fun part about a new campaign, right? Also, getting all the bugs and shit worked out. You know.
Yep.
This is a lot of fun.
All right. Glad you enjoyed it. As always, if you have a problem with how I Zeus or how the mission was made, please come to me directly so we can talk about it. You don't have to go up your chain, because I always have that open door policy, so... If you hated something I did, please let me know, and I'll try not to do it again.
I do have a couple suggestions for you later that we can talk about. As
Okay.
far as balancing, etc. Just so I can give you some ideas. That's right. Imagine me giving you ideas.
No, that's good, because if you have a way to get around the fact you one-shot everything, that'd be great.
Okay, now.
All right.
Awesome. As always, thank you, Liru.
Yeah, no problem. Hope you had fun. All right, guys, so we'll be back at, I didn't mean that as an insult. Like, I'm genuinely serious about that. I want something that...
A picture of who all is here.
I forgot to put the Mando command up. My bad, but... It's because I want to make some tankier units, you know? But they one-shot everything, so it's like, you know? But Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back in about 2.5 hours to do the 40K test stop with TSB. Otherwise, cheers, guys. Have a good one. Go operate operationally. I gotta go up.